Hey, welcome to the Scotty B Show. We got the Colorado Rockies at the Baltimore Orioles tonight. Sorry, got too many things going on at once for me. All right, let's get started. They just jumped right to it. First pitch of the game. Kyle Bradish throws the first pitch. It's ball live and outside. What's going on here? Tovar leads it off for Colorado. He pops it up. Oh, I'm sorry, Blackman. Urias, the third baseman, has it 1 out. So the Rockies lineup is Blackman right field, Tovar at shortstop, McMahon at third base, Diaz the catcher, Jones the left fielder, Rogers at second, Castro the DH, Tagilla at first base, Doyle in center field as Tovar comes to the plate, hitting 260 on the year with a 733 OPS. Kyle Bradish on the mound for the Orioles, throws a strike. 23 starts. He's 8-6, 3.03, 127 and 2/3, 35 walks, 122 strikeouts, 12 home runs given up. Fly ball in the right center field. Ryan O'Hearn has it. There's 2 outs. So that'll bring up McMahon, the third baseman, hitting 249 to 788 OPS. First pitch, a strike on the outside part of the plate to McMahon. McMahon, 21 homers, 65 RBIs, 123 games. There's a strike. 0-2. There's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strikes him out. We'll go to the bottom half of the first. We're scoreless in Baltimore. Hey, Brett, how you doing? Thank you, sir, for coming in. Robert, thank you. Let's go Orioles. Thank you, Brett, for sharing the stream. And everybody's a little down today over there, but they'll pick themselves up after they get a win. Philip Batista getting hurt yesterday. And tonight is Felix Bautista bobblehead night in Baltimore. And Felix is not there. Coming up for the Orioles will be Rushman, Henderson. Rushman the catcher, Henderson at short, Santander to DH, Mountcastle at first, O'Hearn at right, Hayes in left, Mullins at center, Urias at third base, Frazier at second base. So Rushman will lead it off. Chris Flexen for the Rockies. His 10th start of the year, he's 1 and 5, 7.18, 67 and 2/3, 50 strikeouts, 19 homers. Team the first pitch to Rushman. Strike at the top of the line there. Rushman 16 homers, 61 RBIs in 123 games. Ball 1-1. One ball, two strikes now on Rushman. On deck is Gunnar Henderson. Fouls it off, stays 1-2. So Brett says the Mariners won today, 15-2. Congratulations to the Mariners, who are just on fire. On fire. Low and inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Santander on deck, he's doing the DH today. Here's the 2-2. High for ball, 3-2. Ground ball up the middle, cut off by the shortstop. Over the first, you got him. 1 up, 1 down. That'll bring up Gunnar Henderson. He's hitting 251 with the 812 OPS. Grounds it up the middle. Shortstop has another one. Over the first. 2 up, 2 down. So that'll bring up Santander, who's hitting 252 with an 803 OPS. DH in today. Two outs, nobody out. Bottom half of the first. We're scoreless. The pitch to Santander is a strike. Okay, we're talking about Felix Bautista's it. High and inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouls it off down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch in the dirt, 2-2. In the dirt again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Mountcastle, so. Two outs, nobody on. Bottom half of the first. 3-2 count on Santander. Swing and a miss, strikes about. We go to top of the second. We're scoreless. All right, let's get back to it. Top of the second coming up for the Rockies. It'll be Diaz, Jones, and Rogers. Radish threw 7 pitches in the first inning. Struck out 1. So Diaz, the catcher, hitting 272, 749 on the year. "13 homers, 60 RBIs for Diaz in 113 games. Outside for a ball, 2-0 to Diaz. Lines it into right field. There's a base hit. First hit of the game goes to the Rockies. So Jones comes up to left fielder, hitting 282 with 869 OPS. Jones left batting left-handed. The pitch, high and outside, 1-0. Rockies with the runner at first, nobody out. Top of the second. 13 homers, 39 RBIs in 72 games for Jones. Fouls it off, 1-1. Yeah, Brett, the Angels are just falling on bad way to go. Chops it down to first. Gets past the first baseman. Who picked that up? Frazier picked it up, throws him out. Diaz makes it over to second, so it looks like it got past the first baseman. Frazier got it, tossed it back to first. So one out, runner at second now for Colorado as Rogers, second baseman, comes up, hitting 229 to 603 OPS. Low for a ball, 1-0. I got to check something, sorry. Low for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Pops it up. Looks like shadow left center. Mullins underneath it. He has it. 2 outs. So the Rockies have a runner at second with 2 outs. And Harold Castro comes to the plate doing the DH today. 262 to 603 OPS. Pitches in the dirt, 1-0. One homer, 29 RBIs in 88 games for Castro. Fouls it off, 1-1. The 1-1. 2 outs, runner at second for Colorado, top of the second. The pitch. Ground ball to second. Frazier has it over to first. We'll go to the bottom half of the second. We're scoreless. They get a hit. Coming up for Baltimore, Mountcastle, Hearn, and Hayes. Let's see if we can catch some skulls because I was running a little behind. Top of the fifth, Houston and Detroit are tied 1-1. Bottom of the first, Angels lead the Mets 1-0. Bottom of the first, A's and Sox are scoreless. White Sox. Bottom of the first, Padres and Brewers are scoreless. Middle of the first, Cubs and Pirates are scoreless. Bottom of the first, Rangers and Twins are scoreless. Bottom of the first, Cardinals, Phillies are scoreless. Late game tonight is 8:10 p.m. Cincinnati, Arizona. Final score: Blue Jays beat the Cubs 8-3. Braves beat the Giants 7-3. Red Sox beat the Dodgers 8-5. Mariners beat the Royals 15-2. Nationals beat the Marlins 3-2. And the Rays beat the Yankees 3-0. All right, Mountcastle will lead it off, hitting 272, 798 OPS. Flexing on the mound for the Rockies, right-hander against right-hander. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Wow, he didn't like that. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. The 1-1. Oh, they hit him. He got him. Got him on the hand. So he goes down to first base. The elbow, the hand. Oh, forearm. Yeah, the right forearm. Kind of checked his swing. He caught him on the inside of the right forearm. But he jotted down to first. So Ryan O'Hearn will come up. He's hitting 296, 829 OPS. Fouls it off. 0-1. So Mountcastle at first. Nobody out. 10 homers, 40 RBIs for O'Hearn in 81 games. Big pickup for them guys this year. Huge. Inside, 1-1. So on deck is Hayes. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Fouls it off, 2-2. Fouls it off again. So D.L. Hall was called up. Fouls it off again. Stays 2-2. The 2-2. Base hit right field. Mountcastle will hold at second. The ball comes in, goes to third. So Mountcastle stays at second. Runners at first and second for Baltimore with nobody out. So Austin Hayes comes up, hitting 284 with the 795 OPS. Yep, so Austin Hayes' power has come back. 13 homers, 52 RBIs, 114 games. Had a sluggish start to the second half, picking it back up. Ground ball picked up by first, over to second, over to first, safe. So force out at second is all they can get. Runners will be at the corners now with one out. First baseman went a long ways. Man, surprised me. Colorado's first baseman went a long ways to get that ground ball. So Mullins comes to the plate. What's going on here? Cedric Mullins, 251, 771 OPS. Runners at the corners, one out. Low for a ball, 1-0. Mullins, 11 homers, 55 RBIs in 82 games. He had that injury strain going there for a while. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Throw over to first. First disengagement. Did he at bat? He's hit 325 with runners in scoring position this year. Mullins is. High for a ball. 2-1. Ramon Urias on the deck. The 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. 2-2. Ground ball to second. Flips it over. 4-6-3 double play, Cedric Mullins. That'll end it. We'll go to top of the third. We're scoreless. Coming up for the Rockies be Taglia, Doyle, and Blackman. All right, we'll get back to as we go top of the third. Coming up for the Rockies be Taglia, Doyle, and then Blackman. First pitch is a strike. Bradish, 3 homers, 9 RBIs, 40 games for Tagolia. Okay, I'll believe it. Tagolia. Ground ball foul pass first. 0-2. Doyle on deck, the center fielder. Tagolia is batting 164 with the 503 OPS. Yikes. Low for ball 1-2. Bradish's pitch counts at 22. Here's the 1-2. Low 2-2. Way high. 3-2. Settle down, Bradish. Lines it into left field. That's going to get in the corner. Hayes has it. Gets it back in. Tagulia ends up with a double. So a leadoff double for the Rockies. Just drives it down in the left field line corner. So Doyle, the center fielder, comes up hitting 190, 561 OPS. Orioles are third in doubles. The Rockies are fifth. How about that? Bud Black, the manager of the Rockies. Low for a ball, 1-0. Doyle with 8 homers, 29 RBIs in 95 games. Powell tips it, 1-1. On deck is Blackman, leadoff batter. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch. Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Ground ball past the third baseman, Urias. Tolio will hold up at third base. Runners will be at the corners. Nobody out. So Blackman will come up. He's 0 for 1. Hitting 283 on the air. There's a strike. On 1. High and outside, 1-1. Tovar's on deck. Bradish sets, pitches. Base hit in right field. That'll get 1 run in. And Doyle heads over to third. So runners will be at the corners. Nobody out. With 1 run in. 1-0 Colorado here in the top of the third. So Tovar comes up. He's 0 for 1, hitting 260 on the air. We got a meeting of the minds on the mound. Tovar's coming up, and they're talking it over with Bradish. Pitch count's at 31, 20 for strikes. He's only struck out 1. He has not walked anybody. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Top of the third, 1-0 Rockies. First pitch is in the dirt, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. McMahon is on deck, the third baseman. There's the 1-2. Pops it out. Over by right field, and it's going to go foul. So it stays 1-2. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Here's the 1-2. Broken back, ground ball to second. Frazier throws it over to first for 1. Now they got a run down. Oh, the ball hits the runner going back to the bag at first. So Frazier, instead of taking the runner, threw it. Runner turned around to go back toward first. Frazier picked it up, threw it to first. They got the runner going to first, and then they got the run down, and Blackman was heading back to first, and Gunnar Henderson's throw hits the runner in the back. That should have been an out. He was way out of the baseline on that, and you could tell. Oh man, that should have been. He should have been called out for that. First pitch going back. Mullins has it at the Warner track. That'll be 2 outs. Run came in on the last play, giving Colorado a 2-0 lead. I got perturbed. Sorry about that. I got perturbed watching the replay of that because he should have been called out going out the baseline. He knew Gunnar Henderson was going to throw the ball, and he was in the grass. Started off running back to first in the dirt, moved over to the grass and blocked the ball with his back. He should have been called out for that. So Diaz comes to the plate, swings and misses at the first pitch. Oh and 1. 2 outs, runner at first, 2 runs in. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Radish's pitch counts at 40 now. One and two. Radish sets for a long time. Outside 2-2. I don't know what he was doing there. Take yourself out of your rhythm that way. 2-2 now. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikes him out. We're going to bottom of the third. It's 2-0 Colorado. Coming up for Baltimore be Urias, Frazier, and Rushman. All right. Take a look at the scoreboard here. Bottom of the fifth. Houston leads Detroit 4-2. Middle of the second. Angels lead the Mets 5-0. Top of the third. White Sox lead the A's 2-0. Bottom of the third. Padres lead the Brewers 1-0. Bottom of the second. Pirates lead the Cubs 1-0. Bottom of the second. Rangers lead the Twins 1-0. Top of the third. Cardinals and Phillies are scoreless. Reds and Diamondbacks are just warming up. Everybody else was earlier today. So coming up for Baltimore. Come on, man. Keep up with me. Ramon Urias, Frazier, and then Rushman. Flexing still on the mound for the Rockies. 30 pitch count. 18 strikes. He has struck out 1. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Rockies. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for the Orioles. First pitch, strike right down the middle of the plate for Urias. Hitting 254, 696 OPS, 4 homers, 37 RBIs in 89 games. Low for a ball, 1-1. 2-0 Rockies, bottom of the third. Swing and a miss, 1-2. On deck is Frazier. Ground ball to short. Over to first. Got him. 1 out. So Adam Frazier comes up hitting 239 with a 709 OPS. The pitch to Frazier is a strike. Outside, one ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on for the Orioles here in the bottom of the third. Frazier with 13 homers, 51 RBIs in 112 games. High for a ball, 2-1. Way high, 3-1. Fouls it back, 3-2. On deck is Adley Rushman. Pops it up. Out behind first. He's got it. There's 2 outs. So that'll bring up Adley Rushman, the catcher. He's 0 for 1 today. 276 on the year. There's a strike. 0 1. In the dirt. 1 1. The 1 1. No for a ball. 2 and 1. There's the strike. 2 and 2. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the third. 2-0 Colorado. On deck is Gunnar Henderson. Here's the 2-2. Fouls it off. The 2-2 again. Swing and a miss. Strikes him out. We'll go to the top half of the fourth. 2-0 Rockies. Coming up for the Rockies will be Jones, Rogers, and Castro. All right, let's get back to it. We'll go to the top of the board. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Rockies. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for the Orioles. Radish still on the mound. 42 is his pitch count. He has struck out 2. It'll be Jones, Rogers, and Castro. Jones leads it off. He's 0 for 1 today, hitting 280. Batting left-handed. Swing and a miss. Strike one. There's a ball in the dirt. 1-1. Strike. Nice slider on the outside corner. 1-2. High for a ball. 2-2. The 2-2. Pops it down the left field line. Hayes can't get there. It's foul ball. So the 2-2 again. Nobody out. Nobody on. In the dirt. 3-2. 2-0 Rockies. We're in the top of the fourth. Rogers on deck. Swing and a miss. He got him. 1 out. So Rogers, the second baseman, comes up. He's 0 for 1, hitting 225. Pitch to Rogers. There's a strike. Deal 1. Fouls it off his leg. 0-2. There's the 0-2. 1 out. Nobody on for the Rockies. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Woo. Stood there looking at it. Could have called that either way. We'll take the strikeout. Yes, sir. 2 outs. Hello, Lynn. Good morning. My angel, how are you? 2 outs, nobody on. Harold Castro comes to the plate, 0 for 1, hitting 261 on the year. There's a strike. Swing and a miss at a bad pitch. 0-2. That thing hit the dirt before it got to home plate. Just one of those pitches Harold Castro said, I'm swinging no matter what I got. 0-2. 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch. Swing and a miss. We're going to bottom half of the fourth. 2-0 Rockies. Coming up for Baltimore be Henderson, Santander, and Mountcastle. All right, let's take a look at some scores again. Top of the sixth, Houston leads Detroit 6-2. The middle, about top of the third, the Angels lead the Mets 5-0. At the end of three, the White Sox lead the A's 5-0. Bottom of the fourth, Padres lead the Brewers 1-0. Top of the third, Pirates lead the Cubs 1-0. Bottom of the third, Rangers lead the Twins 1-0. Bottom of the third, Cardinals lead the Phillies 1-0. Warming up, Reds and Diamondbacks. Final score today, 8-3 Blue Jays over the Guardians. 7-3 Atlanta over San Francisco. 8-5 Boston over the LA Dodgers. 15-3 Seattle over Kansas City. And 3-2 Washington over Martin Marion. Yeah. Miami, Florida. Coming up for the Orioles will be Henderson, Santander, Mountcastle. How is your day going, Angel? So Henderson leads it off. He's 0 for 1 today, 251 on the year. Flexen has thrown 46 pitches, 28 for strikes. He has struck out 2, hasn't walked anybody for Colorado. First pitch to Henderson. There's a strike. He drops a curveball over. The 0-1. Fouls it off, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Outside, 1-2. On deck is Santander. Ground ball, second. Over to first. Got him. 1 out. So Santander comes up. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up, hitting 252 on the year. First pitch just strikes to Santander. Just a slow little curveball. Fouls it back, 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the bottom half of the fourth, 2-0 Rockies. Low and in the dirt, 1-2. On deck is Mountcastle. Inside and low, 2-2. Strike 3 on the outside corner of the plate. Oh, he's calling those outside strikes tonight. So 2 outs. So Mountcastle comes up, hit 272 on the year. Ground ball to second. Breaks his bat and the throw. Oh, and it's a wild throw over to first. But Mountcastle can't go anywhere as it bounces back into play. So Mountcastle will be at first. The second baseman got to it, had the range to his left, but then spun around and threw the ball wildly. Threw it real wildly. So runner at first, 2 outs for the Orioles. O'Hearn will come up. Singled his first time up, hitting .299 on the year. High for ball 1-0. The ballpark is crowded tonight. High, 2-0. Like to see a 2-run poke right here. Fouls it off, 2-1. The 2-1. Pops it up behind the plate. See if they got room for it. Nope. Gets over the screen. It's in the stands. 2-2 is the count. 2 outs. Runner at first. 2-0 Rockies. We're in the bottom half of the fourth. The 2-2. High for a ball. 3-2. So Mountcastle will be running on this pitch. 2 outs. 3-2. Goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Strikes him out. O'Hearn looked bad on that. We're going to top of the fifth. 2-0 Rockies. Beat Tagalia, I guess. Doyle Blackman. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I can't say that guy's name. Let's get back to it. We go to top of the fifth. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Rockies. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Orioles. Bradish has thrown 55 pitches, 38 for strikes. He has struck out 5. Tagalia will lead it off. He's 1 for 1. Doubled, scored scored their first run of the game. Playing first base, hitting 171 on the year. First pitch is a ball. 1-0. Tolia. Okay, I'm listening to the announcer. There's the 1-0. Lines it in the left field. Austin Hayes goes back and has it, and there's 1 out. So Doyle comes up. He's 1-for-1. He scored a run, hitting 192 on the year. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Grady still having a little trouble with that curveball tonight. Just isn't going where he wants it to go. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on. Top of the 5th, 2-0 Rockies. Bounces it slowly down the third base line, goes foul. 1-2. On deck is Blackman. Here's the 1-2. Low and in the dirt, 2-2. Strike 3 looking. Stood there and watched it go by. 2 outs. So Blackman comes up. He's 1-for-2. He's got an RBI. Hit 286 on the year. First pitch. Strike. 0-1. Base hit right field. So Blackman's on at first with 2 outs. His second hit of the game. So Tovar, the shortstop, comes up. He's over 2. He's got an RBI. 259 on the year. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Fouls it off. Oh, 2 outs. Runner at first. 2-0 Colorado. Top of the 5th. The pitch. Bounces it foul again. Oh and 2 again. Swing and a miss. Got him. We're going to bottom half of the fifth. 2-0 Rockies. Coming up for the Orioles will be Hayes, Mullins, and Urias. Hey, thanks, Brett. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. Have a good night at work. All right. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Rockies. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Orioles after 4.5. Top of the 7th, Houston leads Detroit 6-2. Middle of the 5th, top of the 4th, Angels lead the Mets 5-0. Bottom of the 4th, the White Sox lead the A's 5-0. Bottom of the 6th, Padres lead the Brewers 1-0. Top of the 4th, Cubs lead the Pirates 3-1. Bottom of the 4th, Rangers and Twins are tied 1-1. Bottom of the 4th, Phillies lead the Cardinals 4-1. Bottom of the 1st, Reds and Diamondbacks are scoreless. Everybody else was earlier today. Coming up for the Orioles will be Hayes, Mullins, and Urias. Hayes 0 for 1 today, 283 on the year. Flexen has thrown 62 pitches, 38 for strikes. He has struck out 4, hasn't walked anybody. The first pitch to Hayes, inside 1-0. Outside 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Hayes, Mullins, and Urias due up this inning. The 2-1. High for ball, 3-1. They got Danny Coulomb mic'd up tonight down there in the bullpen. He was just asking, I think the backup catcher, bullpen catcher, the pitch. High. He walked him. So Hayes is on. Mullins comes up. He's 0 for 1, 250 on the year. So Coulomb was just asking him, what would you choose if you had to wear this? Would you wear the same underwear every day and every night? I think he said for a month. Or the same socks every day and every night. And you got to sleep with them on. Interesting question. Same underwear every day or the same socks every day? Outside, 1-0. Catcher comes out to talk to the pitcher. So 1-0, runner at first. Mullins at the plate. There's a strike, 1-1. On deck is Ramon Urias. Throw over to first. That's a first disengagement. One and one. Outside, 2-1. Pops it foul behind the plate. 2-2. Mullins calls his only timeout. 2-2, runner at first. Nobody out. We're in the bottom half of the fifth. 2-0 Rockies. Here's the 2-2. Slow curve, man. Fouls it back. Change up, I guess. I thought it was a curve. Try it again. The 2-2. Fouls it off again. Throw to first. That's his second disengagement. Let's see if Hayes gets a good lead now. Not the speediest guy, so. And here's the 2-2. Way high, 3-2. Three and two. Nobody out. Runner at first. The pitch. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Down to second. Oh, and it gets thrown into center field. Hayes is going to go to third. So Hayes ends up at third base. Mullins strikes out. So one out. Runner at third for the Orioles. Error by the catcher Diaz as he throws it into center field. So Ramon Urias will come up. He's 0 for 1, hitting 253. Got to get this run in. One out, runner at third. One hopper to short. He's coming home with it. Out at home. I don't know if Austin Hayes stopped or what. Austin Hayes looked like he stopped on his way to home plate. It's like a little one looper to short. Well, he didn't stop, but he was hesitating and taking off. Wow. 2 outs. Runner at first. Wow. I think when Hayes didn't go right off the bat, he shouldn't have went. Umpire's review. Baltimore's challenging the play. What are they challenging? Ah, was he blocking home plate before he got the ball? He was. So they're checking to see the entire play. They're checking to see if the catcher was blocking home plate before he caught the ball. He kind of was, but it's going to be up to the umpire whether they think he was blocking home plate or not. So they're replaying it, waiting to hear from the umpires. I mean, Brandon Hyde is, yeah, it is. It's a gray area, like they're saying. But Brandon Hyde's taking a chance on it, trying to get something going here. If he's out, this is second time tonight the Orioles had a runner at third and didn't get him in. Yep, they're still looking at it. So they're taking a close look at it in New York. Nobody wins yet. Caesar, nobody wins yet. So we're still waiting to hear the umpire's decision. Whether he was blocking home plate. Wow. They called a blocking violation at home plate. The runner's safe at home. Wow. 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 Hello from Chile. Hey, hello. Wow. What a call by Brandon Hyde to challenge that play. Because blocking home plate. Is he blocking home plate? Man, that is a tough call. Welcome from Chile. Welcome in, Caesar. Wow, what a call by Brandon Hyde. 2-1 Baltimore now. Run out, runner at first. Adam Frazier at the plate. He's 0 for 1, 238 on the year. Left-handed batter takes a high strike. Wow. What a call by Brandon Hyde. 2-1 now. We're in the bottom of the fifth. One out, runner at first for Baltimore. Swing and a miss by Frazier, 0-2. Oh, the Orioles, Troy. Tate, I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses. Tate, I think it's going to be the Orioles. Frazier pops it out to left field. It's going to go foul. Got to be the Orioles. They got to beat these guys. They're a playoff team. You got to beat these guys that are not. Orioles have to beat teams like the Rockies. So it's 0-2 on Frazier, 1 out, runner at first. Bottom of the fifth, 2-1 Rockies. What a review call by Brandon Hyde. Wow. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, got him. 2 outs. So that'll bring up Adley Rutschman, who's 0 for 2 today, 275 on the year. Yeah, I think the Orioles pulled this off. It's Rutschman at the plate. Flexing on the mound for the Rockies. 2 outs, runners at first. A runner at first. Way high. 1-0. I think flexing's about done. Pitch counts at 81. 82, excuse me. There's the 1-0. Inside, 2-0. On deck is Gunnar Henderson. Yeah, I think we'll see the Orioles come back again. They've got 39 comeback wins this year, so they came back last night and won. There's a strike, 2-1. Wow, what a replay call. 2-1. There's a strike, 2-2. That was low and outside. Two. Swing and a miss, strikes him out. We'll go to top of the sixth. Orioles score a run. Rockies lead it 2-1. Coming up for the Rockies will be McMahon, Diaz, and Jones. All right. We'll go to the top of the sixth. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Rockies. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Orioles. Coming up for the Rockies are McMahon, Diaz, and Jones. McMahon is 0 for 2 today. Struck out once, hitting 248 on the year. Bradish comes back out. His pitch count's at 69. 49 for strikes. He has struck out 7. Hasn't walked anybody. What a replay call by Brandon Hyde that last inning. Get that 1 run in. So the first pitch to McMahon. Outside and high, I guess, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Time called by the batter is only timeout. Catcher Diaz is on deck. The 0-2. One hop at third. Urias snags it, throws him out at first. What a play by Urias at third base. Hot shot right down there at the corner. That's why they call it the hot corner. 1 out. Nobody on. Diaz comes up. He's 1-for-2 today. 273 on the year. Hey, what a play by Urias at third. Snagged it right out the dirt. So Diaz comes up. High for a ball. 1-0. 2-1 Rockies. We're in the top of the sixth. 1 out. Nobody on. There's a ball. 1-1. Or 2-0, excuse me. Bouncer up the middle. Frazier gets it. 2 up, 2 down. So Jones comes up to left fielder. He's 0-for-2. He has struck out once, hitting 279 on the year for the Rockies. Batting left-handed against Bradish. Fouls it back on 1. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the sixth, 2-1 Rockies. High for a ball, 1-1. Go Orioles. Hey, welcome to the show, Romney. In the dirt, gets away, and it's 2-1. Got 2 outs, nobody on. 2-1 Rockies, top of the sixth. Oh, inside, 3-1. Boy, that broke back over the plate, it looked like. If you haven't heard, Felix Bautista out with the UCL injury from last night's game. Might be done for the year. They're doing tests and stuff on him today, I believe. Still haven't heard the whole prognosis. 3-2. So the Orioles need a new closer. Don't know if they'll rotate or what they'll do. I haven't heard anything on that yet. Three and two, 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the pitch. He walked him inside. First walk by Bradish. So Rogers, the second baseman for the Rockies, will come up. He's 0-for-2, hitting 222 on the year. First pitch to Rogers. Fouls it off, 0-1. It is Felix Bautista bobblehead day in Baltimore today. He is in the bullpen dugout down there. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. We'll go to bottom half of the 6th. It's 2-1 Rockies. Coming up for Baltimore be Henderson, Santander, and Mountcastle. All right, let's get back to it. We go to bottom half of the 6th. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Rockies. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Orioles. It'll be Henderson, Santander, Mountcastle for the Orioles. Go Orioles. There you go. There you go, Ronnie. Go Orioles. Gunnar Henderson looking like he might win Rookie of the Year. What do you think? Henderson 0 for 2 today. Hit 250 on the year. Fouls off the first pitch. Gunnar Henderson, 22 home runs on the year. Tied most among the rookies. He's in the dirt, 101. I just think next year Henderson's going to blow up next year. Have a big year. Rockies have Justice and Doyle warming up. Drives it into left field for a base hit for Henderson. So the Orioles start off with a single. 11-game hit streak for Gunnar Henderson. Santander comes to the plate, DHing today. He's 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Hitting 251 on the year. Flexen has thrown 88 pitches. Has struck out 7 and walked 1. So runner at first, nobody out. The pitch fouls it off. 0-1. The 0-1. Lines it, base hit, left field. Santander follows Henderson's thought, slaps it in the left field, first and second. Go Orioles. First and second, nobody out. Mountcastle comes up. He's 1-for-1 today. Was hit by a pitch, hitting 274 on the year. Like to see a Mountcastle 3-run blast right here. You got a meeting at the mound with the catcher and the pitcher. Bud Black is on the phone. So Flexen's pitch count's at 90 now. Mountcastle coming up. Spoke a 3-run blast right here, right? Well, wait a minute. Now here comes Bud Black is coming out. The fans are booing like crazy as he took forever to get him out of that dugout. So with Black coming out, I'm sure they're going to change pitchers. But he hasn't said anything yet. So let's see what's going on. He's stalling to get those guys more time in the bullpen, I guess. Yeah, he's going to change pitchers once the umpire goes out to him. Let's see here. Here comes the umpire out. Bud Black is going to bring in the right-hander. So Bud Black bringing out the right-hander, going to the bullpen. 2-1 ball game. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Rockies. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Orioles. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Mountcastle will be at the plate. And Doyle will be the new pitcher for the Rockies. Again, don't forget Felix Bautista is on the IL now. UCL injury. So we're waiting for the commercials to come back and see what. From what I see on the at bat, Doyle is going to be the new pitcher for the Rockies. Mountcastle will be at bat with O'Hearn on deck. Go Orioles, you got it. Ronnie, where you at? Are you in Baltimore? Over there? Where are you from? So Chris Flexen's out of the game? So Tommy Doyle's a pitcher. Been in 9 games, 0-1, 3.52, 15 and a third, 12 strikeouts, 5 walks, 2 homers. Teams are hitting 185 off the right-hander. This is only his 10th appearance. So let's see what Mountcastle can do here. 1 for 1. Been hit by a pitch. 274 on the air. Nice little 3-run poke right here would be great. Takes a pitch outside, 1-0. Mountcastle drives it deep in the left field. That's going to go in fair ball down in the corner. That's going to get 1 run in. Comes to throw home. 2 runs will score, and the Orioles take a 3-2 lead. Mountcastle ends up with a double. 2-run double for Ryan Mountcastle. The Orioles take a 3-2 lead. So Hearn will be coming up. He's 1 for 2 today. Mountcastle comes through with a big hit. Big hit. Valenzuela. All right. So Hearn comes up, takes the first pitch for a ball. So who's your favorite? You got a favorite player, Ron? Hayes 0 for 1 with the walk. Run scored, stolen base. O'Hearn ground ball to second. There's 1 out. Runner at third as Mountcastle moves to third base. So Hayes 0 for 1 with the walk. Run, stolen base. Hitting 283 on the year. Thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate if you give me a thumbs up to help with the algorithm on the YouTube. So Austin Hayes stands at the plate. 1 out, runner at third. Ground ball to short, who was pulled in. He bobbled it, and he throws Hayes out at first. He couldn't make a play at home. The Orioles scored a 4th run of the game. It's 4-2 Baltimore. Cedric Mullins will come up. He's 0 for 2 today. So the Orioles take a 4-2 lead now. Shortstop might have had to play at home, but he bobbled it and threw it to first. First pitch to Mullins is outside for a ball. Valenzuela home with some great players. So 1-0 to Mullins. 2 outs, nobody on now. Outside, 2-0. Outside, 3-0. On deck is Ramon Urias. Baltimore with 39 comeback wins this year. That was last night's win. Strike at the top of the plate. 3-1. Yeah, there's nobody warming up in the Orioles bullpen. There's a ball. He walked Mullins. So Mullins goes to first with 2 outs. Ramon Urias comes up. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI. 253 on the year. And here comes the pitching coach out. So we're going to have a meeting at the mine on the mound. Urias comes up. Ramon Urias made that great play over there at third base, snagging that ball off the ground. Orioles win this game. That'll be their 40th comeback victory. Will tie Cincinnati Reds for most comeback wins this year. Bud Black is on the phone to the bullpen. Two outs. Mullins at first, who could steal bases. See if they're going to have him going. Pitch to Reyes. Oh, throws it over to first. That's the first disengagement. If you give two disengagements with Mullins at first, he's going to be halfway to second by the time you throw the ball. Two outs, runner at first. Urias at the plate. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Flips it over to second for the fourth out. That'll do it. We'll go to top of the seventh. Orioles taking the lead 4-2. Coming up for the Rockies will be Castro, Teguilla, and Doyle. All right. We're going to go to the top of the seventh. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Rockies. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Orioles. Harold Castro will lead it off. Bradish has thrown 84 pitches. Castro 0 for 2. First pitch is a ball outside. So here's a 1-0 to Castro. Outside, 2-0. Castro with 1 homer, 29 RBIs on the year. Fair ball down the first base line. O'Hearn picks it up in right field, and Castro will head in with a double. So the Rockies started off with a double down the right field line. Was that fair or foul? They called it. Yep, it was fair. So leadoff double for Castro. Teguilla comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2, scored a run. 169 on the year, and here comes Brandon Hyde, excuse me. Brandon Hyde's coming out. Is he going to the pen? Yep, they're bringing in. I have to wait and see who they're bringing in. So that's the end of the night for Kyle Bradish. So coming in, it'll be Colum. Left-handed pitcher for the Orioles. Whew, what a comeback by the Orioles so far. 4-2. We're in the top of the seventh. Rockies have a runner at second, nobody out. And it's a pitching change for the Orioles. So waiting to come back. I think it's going to be Colum. So Kyle Bradish goes 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, walked 1, struck out 8. So the man I call Colombo's coming in, left-handed pitcher for the Orioles. Yeah, he's a very good pitcher. 48 games, 3-1, 19 holds, 2.75 earned run average, 39 to third, 48 strikeouts, 9 walks. He's given up 3 home runs. Teams are hitting 228 against him. Good left-handed pitcher. First pitch is inside, 1-0. Three homers, 9 RBIs for Tavia. Oh, Toglio. I pronounce his name wrong all the time. Toglio. I apologize. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Runner at second. Nobody out for the Rockies. 4-2 Orioles, top of the seventh. On deck is Doyle. Sets, pitch. Inside, 2-1. Time called. Yep. Felix Bautista on the IL now. UCL injury. There's a strike. 2-2. So we don't have our closer. Hey, thanks, Rob. 2-2. Oh, nice curveball. Got him looking on the curve. He strikes him out. Wow. Great curveball by Clum. So 1 out, runner at second. Doyle comes up to center fielder. He's 1 for 2, scored a run, hit 192 on the year. Got his second career save last night. He's not in a save situation here. Of course, we're in the outs, top of the seventh. Squares around the bunt, and they fouled that. He fouled that off. 0-1. So 0-1, one out. Runner at second for the Rockies. Squared around the bunt the first time. Swinging on that one, he pops it up out towards right field. It's going to go foul. 0-2. Eight homers, 29 RBIs for Doyle. Batista's down there in the dugout with the pitchers. Outside, 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strikes him out. 2 outs, runner at second. Blackman, the leadoff batter, he comes up. He's 2 for 3 today with an RBI, 289 on the year. Just a great change. So Blackman. Here's the pitch outside, 1-0. Rockies still have a runner at second. 4-2 Baltimore, top of the seventh. Rockies have a right-hander and left-hander warming up. The pitch just outside, 2-0. Seven homers, 32 RBIs for Blackman. This guy's dangerous. He can hit. In the dirt, 3-0. Mouse has put him on now. Pitch to Tovar. Jake Webb's warming up for the Orioles. Two outs, runner at second, 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. Strike, 3-1. Oh, yes. Strike 2. 3-2. Nice pitch. Had him just looking. So 3-2, 2 outs. Runner at second. And the runner be going. Clome on the mound. He throws. And it's in the dirt. He walked him. So runners at first and second with 2 outs for the Rockies. Tovar comes up. Shortstop. He's 0 for 3 with an RBI. 259 on the year. Let's see if they're going to bring Webb in. Yep, they are. Here comes Brandon Hyde. Going to bring Jacob Webb in. So pitch and change. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here. So in the bottom of the sixth, Angels lead the Mets 5-2. Top of the seventh, White Sox lead the A's 6-0. Top of the seventh, Brewers lead the Padres 5-2. Top of the seventh, the Cubs are beating up on the Pirates 8-1. Top of the eighth, Rangers and Twins are tied 2-2. Bottom of the seventh, Phillies lead the Cardinals 6-1. Middle of the fourth, Diamondbacks lead the Reds 1-0. Final score from earlier today, Blue Jays beat the Cubs 8-3. Braves beat the Giants 7-3. Red Sox beat the Dodgers 8-5. Mariners beat up on the Royals 15-2. Nationals beat the Marlins 3-2. Rays beat the Yankees 3-0. And the Astros beat the Tigers 9-2. He's a good pitcher. Two runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Rockies. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Orioles. Jacob Webb, 38 games, 1-1, 8 holds, 3.12 earned run average, 40 in the third innings, 46 strikeouts. He's given up 6 home runs. Teams are hitting 174 off him. The right-hander. That is with so Tovar has stepped to the plate. 15 homers, 60 RBIs for Tovar this year. He's 0 for 3 tonight with a strikeout and an RBI. And they got runners at first and second, 2 outs. Pitch from Webb. Oh, ball inside, 1-0. 42 Orioles, top of the seventh. Outside, 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. Drives it deep to left field, but foul. Oh, he crushed that one, but it went foul. Woo! Hold your breath on that one. The 2-2. Fouls it back. Stays 2-2. Two again. He pops it up to right center field, shallow. Frazier back, makes a catch. We're going to bottom half of the seventh, still 4-2 Baltimore. Coming up with the Orioles would be Frazier, Rushman, and Henderson. All right, let's get back to it as we're going to the bottom half of the seventh. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Rockies. 4 runs, 5 hits, no error for the Orioles. Adam Frazier, Adley Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson. Justice is going to be the new pitcher for the Rockies. Thanks, Rob. It is a good game. Just an Oriole game. They love to make comebacks. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. Thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate you. So Adam Frazier will lead it off. He's 0 for 2 today. 238 out of the year. So Evan Justice comes in, 36 games. He's 6-1. Oh, this is the minor league records. 8 holds, 3.49 earned run average, 38 and 2/3, 63 strikeouts, 1 homer. Teams only hit 131 off him. This is his major league debut today for Justice. So Jordan Westburg will pinch hit, sitting 265, 2 homers, 17 RBIs, 44 games. So Westburg pitch hitting for Frazier. Right-handed hitting Westburg against the left-handed pitcher Justice. Major league debut. Inside 1-0. The 1-0. Inside 2-0. There's the 2-0. Inside again. 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes to lead off batter. High and outside. He walked him. So Adley Rutschman had come up. He's 0 for 3 today. Hit 275. Catcher's coming out to talk to Justice. I think just tell him to calm down. Relax. It's your major league debut. Four to two Orioles. We're in the bottom of the seventh. Orioles have a runner at first. Nobody out. Adley Rutschman at the plate. He'll turn around and bat right-handed. $16 homers, 61 RBIs on the year for Adley. Looking for his first hit of the game. There's a strike. Fouls it back, going 2. Rutschman called a timeout. Oh and 2, runner at first, nobody out. Left-hander Justice sets. Inside 1 and 2. High. Oh, he called strike 3 on that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Rushman's not happy. Wow. Brandon Hyde is pissed off in the dugout. Wow. So 1 out. Runner at first. Gunnar Henderson comes up. He's 1 for 3. Scored a run. 252 on the year. Brandon Hyde is not happy. There's a ball 1-0. He called that strike. Oh, he called that a strike. I apologize. So Gunnar Henderson's not happy about that. So strike 1 on Henderson. The Orioles dugout is chirping. There's a strike. 0-2. Henderson 22 homers, 65 RBIs on the year. Swing and a miss, strikes him out. 3 straight pitches. So 2 outs. Runner at first. So Santander will come up. He's 1 for 3. Scored a run. 253 on the year. He'll turn around and bat right-handed. So Evan Justice looking good right now. Drives it down the left field line. It's fair ball down the left field corner. Westberg is getting waved home. Here comes the throw from left field all the way to home. Ball gets away. Runner scores. 5-2 Baltimore. Wow. Wow. He drove that down the left field corner, and Westberg was fully loaded going home. Santander ends up at second base. What a hit. Way to come out there. Drove that down the third base, left field line. Got into that corner there, and Westberg was waved home. Didn't even slide. Just went in standing. The ball got away from the catcher. So it's 5-2 Baltimore. So Mountcastle comes up. He's 2 for 2 today with 2 RBIs. He's got a double. He's been hit by a pitch. High for a ball, 1-0. Wow. Strike on the outside part of the plate, 1-1. On deck is O'Hearn. Mountcastle, 18 homers, 64 RBIs on the year. Strike 2, 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball to middle. Second baseman has it, flips it over to first. Got him. That'll end the 7th. They get a run. 5-2 Baltimore as we go to top of the 8th. Coming up for the Rockies be McMahon, Diaz, and Jones. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. All right, I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Seeing a very good game come back from the Orioles. They lead at 5-2. We're going in the top of the eighth. 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Rockies. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Orioles. Coming up for the Rockies will be McMahon, Diaz, and Jones. Jacob Webb is on the mound for the Orioles. Thanks, Rob. There's the pitch. There's a strike. McMahon 0 for 3 today. He's hitting 248 on the year. Strike on the outside part of the plate. McMahon did not like that. It's 0-2. 21 homers, 65 RBIs for McMahon, so he's got some pop in that bat. Here's the 0-2 pitch. The foul tipped it, and Rushman couldn't hold on to it. Jacob Webb said he wants to pitch every single game. He don't care. I think he's warmed up just about every game he's been up here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2. Bard is warming up in the Rockies bullpen. Outside 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Pops it up behind the plate. It's going to get into the stands there. D.O. Hall and Cano are warming up in the Orioles bullpen. D.O. Hall just got called back up today. Fouls it off. They were saying Brandon Hyde said today that it's going to be by committee for closing the game. As of right now, see if Cano can handle it. Felix Bautista bobblehead night at the game tonight. And Felix is in the dugout in the bullpen. Outside and high, 3-2. High for a ball. He walked him. So Diaz, the catcher, will come up. It's 1 for 3 today. 273 on the year. Rob, did you see the uniforms they were wearing last night when Bautista hurt himself? Drives into the left field. Hayes is chasing it down against the wall. This is going to get a run in for the Rockies. Hayes gets the ball back in. The runner will score. So Diaz drives a double in the left field corner. McMahon scores, and it's 5-3 now. Nobody out. Runner at second. Brandon Hyde's coming out. Jones is due up. They need to burn those uniforms. So Webb is done for tonight. I think Perez is going to come in. No, D.O. Hall, I mean. D.O. Hall is coming in. Just called up today. He'll be facing Jones, a left-handed bat. Might have a pinch hitter for him. That makes the score 5-3. All right. So we'll wait for him to come back from commercial break. We'll get Hall's numbers in the minors. See if we got any score updates for you while we're waiting. So in the bottom of the seventh, Angels lead the Mets 5-3. Top of the eighth, White Sox lead the A's 6-1. At the end of eight, Brewers lead the Padres 5-4. Bottom of the seventh, Cubs lead the Pirates 8-4. Top of the ninth, Twins and Rangers are tied 2-2. Top of the eighth, Phillies lead the Cardinals 12-1. Bottom of the fifth, Diamondbacks lead the Reds 4-0. Everybody else played earlier today. So DL Hall in the minors, 19 appearances, 12 starts, 2-2, 1 save, 3.95, 52 innings, 78 strikeouts, 32 walks, gave up 7 home runs. Teams are hitting 203 off him. So DL Hall makes his first appearance. One run in, runner at second. There's nobody out. So Jones comes up for the Rockies, over 2. Got a walk, a strikeout, hitting 279 in the year. 13 homers, 39 RBIs for Jones. Lefty against lefty. Squares around the bunt, bunts it down the third baseline. Hall gets to it, throws the first, not in time. So runners will be at the corners with nobody out. Nice bunt down the line by Jones. I was worried about Hall getting to that ball and throwing it away, but so that to me was a big thing, not throwing that ball away. So runners are at the corners, no one out. Rogers, the second baseman, comes up. He's 0 for 3. He has struck out twice, 219 on the year. Ground ball to short. Over to second, over to first. Double play, run scores. 6-4-3 double play, run scores. It's 5-4. So Castro will come up. Trejo will pinch hit for Castro. Trejo batting 238 with a 621 OPS. So 2 outs, nobody on, 5-4 ball game. So the first pitch to Trejo, the right-hand batter, it's a strike. Strike. 0-2. Cano is warming up in the Orioles bullpen. Looks like he's going to close the game out tonight. Here's the 0-2. Fouls the bat. 99-mile-per-hour fastball. So 0-2, 2 outs, nobody on. Fouls it off. 2 runs in already for the Rockies this inning. 5-4, top of the eighth. Bard and Bird is warming up for the Rockies. Bard and Bird. Bird to Bard. Here's the 0-2 in the dirt. 1-2. Tried it 1-2. Outside 2-2. 2-2. Outside again, 3-2. Not an easy night for Brandon Hyde. A 3-2. Fly ball. Mountcastle running back, shallow right field. No, O'Hearn grabs it, and that'll do it. They get 2. We go to bottom half of the 8th. It's 5-4 Baltimore. It's getting tight, fellas. Coming up for the Orioles will be O'Hearn, Hayes, and Mullins. Like to see him score a couple more runs at least. All right, let's get back to it. We go to bottom half of the 8th. Orioles, I'd feel a lot more comfortable if they score at least a couple runs. O'Hearn will lead it off. He's 1 for 3, 296 on the year. O'Hearn, Hayes, and Mullins are due up. Daniel Bard comes in from the bullpen, 44 games, 4-2, 6 holes, 4.40. 43 innings, 39 strikeouts. He's walked 42. So the first pitch causes a strike on the outside part of the plate. O'Hearn calls time. 10 homers, 40 RBIs this season for O'Hearn. Great pickup for the Orioles. Outside, 1-1. And 1-1. Pops it up. Shallow left field. Jones has it. Well, he kind of took a indirect route to get to that. So 1 out. So Austin Hayes will come up. He's 0 for 2. He scored runs, got an RBI and a walk. 283 on the year. Let's go Orioles. Mr. Splash has been a little busy tonight, but the camera guys haven't showed him. So Hayes steps in, takes a strike, 0-1. 13 homers, 53 RBIs on the year for Hayes. Hayes grounds it to third. McMahon throws it across. 2 up, 2 down. So Cedric Mullins comes up. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. 249 on the year. I don't know what's going on with Brandon Hyde, but he is not happy about something again. Mullins stands in. Strike 1. 11 homers, 55 RBIs on the year for Mullins. Pops it foul behind the plate. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes. Ramon Urias is on deck. Canoa's warming up in the bullpen, so he'll be coming in to close the game out. I think he's earned the right to start off by being the closer, in my opinion. Come on. Don't die on me now. Ball way inside, almost hit Mullins. So 1-2 on Mullins now. The pitch. Fly ball in the center field. A little deep. Doyle's there. That'll do it. We're going to go top of the ninth. 5-4 Baltimore. Canoa's going to try and shut her down. All right, let's get back to it. We're going to go top of the ninth. Well, hopefully not. See, right here, we win the game if we put them down. Put the Rockies out of the misery right here. Adam Jones retires as an Oriole Friday, September 15th at 7:05 pregame ceremony. Go check it out, Adam Jones. So something's going on out in the mound. with Cano. They're looking at his glove for some reason. Brandon Hyde has just got out there with the towel. I don't. Something's going on with the glove, and they're taking his glove out of play. So Chris Holt bringing out a new glove for Cano. So Cano's first. Okay, so that's where they noticed it when he come out of the bullpen. They checked something on his glove and didn't like it. Something about it. This has been kind of a crazy night. So I don't know if there was too much rosin in his glove or what happened there. But Cano is coming out. Got a new glove. And now Bud Black is out there talking to the umpires. Batista is in the dugout. Cano, 57 games, 1-2, 28 holds, 1.62 run average, 61 innings, 57 strikeouts, 10 walks. He's given up only 3 home runs. Teams are hitting 225 against him. I'd like to see Cano take over this job and run with it. So a little delay at this because of the glove situation, whatever was the problem. Toglio comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Struck out, scored a run, takes the first pitch for a ball. It's 5-4 Baltimore. We're in the top of the ninth. Ryan McKenna comes in to play right field for the Orioles. Defensive replacement. Swing and a miss, 1-1. The 1-1. Low for a ball, 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Rockies, 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Orioles. We're in the top of the ninth, 2-2. Nobody out, nobody on. Pops it up. Shallow left field. Henderson goes out. Oh, no. Nope. Austin Hayes calls him off. Wow. Looked like Henderson was going to get to all of a sudden he dived out of there. 1 out. So Doyle will come up. Doyle's 1 for 3 with the run scored. Hitting 191 on the year. Batting right-handed. Righty against righty. Here's the pitch. Inside, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on for the Rockies. 8 homers, 29 RBIs for Doyle this season. And, he swung at a bad pitch. Fouls it off. 1-1. 5-4 Baltimore, top of the ninth. Everybody knows Felix Bautista is on the IL now. Cano's trying to close this out. Here's the 1-1. Drives it into left field. Austin Hayes goes back. He's got it. 2 outs. So that'll leave it up to Blackman, the leadoff batter. He's 2 for 3 tonight with an RBI and a walk. 289 on the year. So he's not an easy out. 2 outs, nobody on. Everybody standing at Camden Yards. They win tonight. This will be win number 81 for the Orioles. The first pitch, strike on the inside part of the plate. 7 homers, 32 RBIs for Blackman. To 0-1. Drives it. Henderson has a line shot right at him. 1-2-3 for Cano. Orioles win it 5-4. Woohoo! The fireworks are being shot off. That's their 40th comeback victory of the year as they tie, I think it's Atlanta Braves for the most comeback victories of the year. The Orioles win their first game after the Bautista injury. As Cano gets his 5th save of the year. The Rays won earlier today. Orioles win. Their lead is still 3 games over the Rays. So the winning pitcher is Brady. She goes to 9-6, 3.03. Cano gets his 5th save of the year. His earned run average goes to 1.60. Flexen gets a loss for the Rockies. He drops to 1-6. His earned run average goes to 6.94. So again, the final score 5-4 Baltimore. So the Orioles win number 81. Three games up on Tampa Bay. You know, they have the best record in the American League. Atlanta still has the best record in the major leagues with 84 wins. So tomorrow's game, Sunday's game, is at 1:35 p.m. And see who they're going to show. So pitching for the Rockies tomorrow will be Black, B-L-A-C-H. Left-handed pitcher against Flaherty. So again, Orioles win 5-4, 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Rockies. And the game tomorrow's at 1:35. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Please, if you would, give me a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithms and all that good stuff with YouTube. And I really appreciate you coming out. So everybody have a great day, great night, whatever the case may be. We'll see you next time on the Scotty B Show.